Pip's kicking, but he's kicking so much you can actually see belly moving quite a bit when he does it.
Won't let this moment pass us.
Good morning guys and happy Tuesday. Today I had a couple of things left over from yesterday's tasks. That was tidy this bedroom. I know I've tidied this room a bajillion times already, but it needs clearing again because in 2 days time on Thursday we have the carpet guys coming to fit the carpet that is currently on the stairs. But this needs to be out so that I can pull the current carpet up and check the floorboards, because that'll give me basically today and tomorrow to make sure that any damaged floorboards are replaced and any particularly creaky ones are replaced, because I don't really want creaky floorboards for when we've got a baby in here. You can't be creeping in to see if he's okay, just to go creak, 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 and wake him up. You already have some floorboards left over from the hallway, but if the floorboards seem fine, I think what I'll do is just make sure the room's clear, and then I will go shopping. I'll try and get the weekly shop done on my own before Jen comes home, so that way we actually have something to eat when she gets back from work. And maybe, just maybe, no promises, but maybe we'll go looking for some blinds for in here. So at the moment we have bare windows and we need as a minimum some sort of blackout blind or two for the kid, and maybe some sort of curtain just to soften the lines because it's really harsh at the edges of the window. So if we have both, I think that could be pretty cool. Such a sunny day today. It's so blue and beautiful that I do want to get out. I do want to see some sunshine, because Jen's getting home when it's dark. Basically, I'm not getting that opportunity when she gets here. So I need to take it while she's at work, which I feel quite bad for, that she's stuck in work and I get to go out. But she goes out at lunchtime. She goes out with the guys at work and shops and sees sunshine. I don't see why I can't go and see some sun. First up, I need the stuff out of this room. I don't know where I'm going to put it. This can stay where it is. I've actually already cut the carpet from underneath of it to make it easier, so this can stay in here until either Wednesday night or Thursday morning, and then I'll just drag it out somewhere, maybe into the bedroom, our bedroom. But I've already cut the carpet underneath, so I just need to cut the rest of the carpet into chunks, I guess. I think most of this is decorating stuff. Yeah, decorating stuff. Yeah, that's decorating stuff. That's decorating stuff. So that's going to go, and that's going to go downstairs. There's only really those boxes that maybe, I don't know, I'm going to put maybe the study. And basically that means the room will be clear. It just seems like a lot more than it is. Oh yeah, and the guitar that we've used like twice, neither of us can actually play guitar. We always tried to learn, but we were trying to teach ourselves and we were so bad at it. That was easy. It's only taken me about 10 or 15 minutes. The floorboards seem sufficient. The only one in question is this one here. It looks like it might be more problematic, but the underlay we're getting is pretty substantial and it doesn't move, so I'm happy with that. These bits are going to have to stay in here until they come, because I have nowhere to put it for 2 days. I'll move them either Thursday morning before they come or Wednesday evening, depending on when they're supposed to be coming. The door, well, not really many places I can put a bloody door. So close to having carpet in there now, and once we do, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be pretty much finished when we do, apart from the window coverings really. I'm so excited. I'm really excited. Yesterday I was supposed to go shopping, never managed it, so we had to just quickly get something after Jen finished work. Now it is just gone 3 o'clock. I'm heading off to the other town over, going to Asda, because Asda's generally by far the cheapest for the sort of stuff we end up buying. And we're gonna, well, Jen's not here, and I'm gonna sort something out, hopefully, before she even gets back from work, that is. So today I've hooked up my GoPro, mounted it on the windshield, working a lot better than the vlogging camera was because it's just so much smaller and it's easy to put in different places. Trying my hardest to get out for about 2 o'clock today, because I was thinking, you know, it's such a beautiful day, it's starting to get dark. I don't even know if you can see me because the sun's probably so low in the sky. I'm probably quite either backlit, so I'm probably just a black silhouette, or alternatively I've probably got when I go around some corners, just a really bright glow on my face. Last night I must have spent something like 2, maybe 3 hours on YouTube and other websites looking into drones. You guys, if you've been following us for a while, you probably know that I've been desperately after a drone for months now. There's just something about them, it kind of just makes me want one. I love the idea of being able to record things with a different vantage point, whether it's to help tell a story, just give perspective on where we are, particularly like when we go for a walk, for example. I love the idea that you can see where it is we're walking, what's nearby. I think one of the biggest turn-offs for me for getting a drone was the price and the size. And for the decent ones, you were talking well over £1,000, and size-wise, you know, again, they were absolutely ginormous. Controllers were huge. The amount of space needed to store one, like cart one around in a car, is just monstrous. And I'm not talking like the massive ones that you can put a massive DSLR on. I'm just talking like a DJI Phantom, that sort of thing. They're just really big. And then GoPro announced a drone that was foldable, I think that one was. It was so much smaller, and I was like, really got me excited. It's like, damn, and it was only like £700 without a camera, and I've already got a camera. I've got this GoPro that I could have attached to it, so it was almost half the price of most of the drones, and it seems so much more portable. And then it seemed like days later, but it was probably longer, the likes of DJI came out with the Mavic Pro, which is, it's just a joke how small it is. It's absolutely minute. It's got an amazing camera on it, compared to say this GoPro or whatever, and it was about $1,000. It was just absolutely crazy. If we weren't having a kid, it would be easy to do. When there's so many things that we need for a kid, and being self-employed, my income is so variable, I really find it hard to sort of go, oh yeah, I'm just going to get a drone. Like a year ago, I probably would. I'd have just gone like, drone. But now I just can't, and it's annoying. So we can't always have what we want. No matter how much we want it, we can't always have it. And the important thing is you need to deserve it and earn it. And there is no point in me getting too worked up about not having a drone when at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If you think I should get one, maybe hit Jen up at Jenny Oxley on Twitter, and maybe annoy you to let me get one. I'm suddenly regretting only having a protein shake for lunch. It was orange, chocolate protein powder, peanut butter, and I threw some chia seeds in there. It tasted awesome actually, but yeah, I'm suddenly getting very hungry. And I'm going to go into a shop and I've got to try my damnedest not to buy anything unhealthy for me, which is going to be a challenge. So I'm going to make sure I try and stick to the list that I've been given by Jen, and then that way, if I don't stick to the list and don't get anything that isn't on the list, unless I guess it's healthy, it should be good. I wish I checked the list before I left for the shop. There is like a handful of things on it. We've got meat, veg, a black cardigan. That's not for me, that's for Jen. I have no idea what black cardigan she wants. Digestive biscuits, chocolate chips, milk and carrots. If I'd realised we needed that little, I would have gone to the local shop rather than coming to another town over. This is a bit of a long trip for nothing. Oh, and frozen edamame beans. Shopping done. And you're in a different corner now. The light may be a bit dreadful. I can't guarantee the picture quality is going to be that great, but I figured I will give a different angle a test, so when I get home and edit tomorrow, I can actually see whether this angle's better or that angle's better. I'm assuming in the middle is best if Jen and I are both in the car, then we're kind of both evenly spread. But here it's closer to my face, so I probably feel it more and it's less random surroundings. So I don't know, we will see. This is my new camera angle, at least from the way home. If it is a shit picture quality because it's getting quite dark, I'm sorry. For the shopping today, I stuck to exactly what was on the list with the exception of a couple of things. And that was halfway around I was thinking, there seems like there should be more on here. I'm sure I'm missing something. And I couldn't quite remember what I might need, or couldn't think what I might need, and then it came to me. I need lunches for the next few days, so I picked up some pasta and some tomato sauce, not tomato sauce, chopped tomatoes, just basically chopped tomatoes so I can make my own sauce. So that is my plan. Just driving into the sunset now, and I wish I could show you. If Jen was in the car I would. It looks absolutely stunning. I can't tell, I don't know, you might be able to tell the colour on my face. There's just this most huge orange disc on the horizon, and there's like some really wispy clouds in front of it, so it just looks like the entire sky is on fire. It looks stunning, and now I can't see it anymore. What would have looked really good is if I had a tiny Mavic Pro in the boot. I could have just pulled over, gone up in the sky, and you'd have had an amazing view of it. Seriously, the money shot was having a drone right now in the sky. When I told Jen we had chicken Kievs, she got so excited. Although, I'm not sure whether they're really chicken Kievs. They're British chicken, garlic and herb Kievs. Is there any chicken on it? It says there's 100% chicken breast, but I don't know. It never tastes like there's chicken breast in it. Maybe it's like really mushy chicken breast. Anyway, we're having this for dinner tonight. I feel the chicken Kiev to vegetable ratio is a little off today. Normally I have like a massive pile of veg and a little bit of meat. It's 400 calories in that bad boy. It better be good.
We are just getting ready to go out with the dog, and I have put my coat on, ready to go. And I haven't worn this one for probably about a week. I've been wearing a different coat every day, and it's getting really, really snug. Like, I did not think that my coats would get this tight, but like, it's done. I managed to zip it all the way up, but it was a bit difficult at the bottom, like getting it started on my bump. Well, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's time to take the dog for a walk. You ready to go? Should we go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Does the dog want to go for a walk? He's too cute when he cocks his head like that. He's not a very head cocky dog. You know when they go like, oh, what did you say? Oh. He doesn't do very often, and when he does, he's shh in a minute. He's so cute. Shh. Now he's whinging because I said walk too many times. Sorry, Shep. We have to wait for Daddy. He's not ready yet. He's not got his coat on.
I think this one is exhausted. Not only did we go for one, we essentially went for 1.5, no, 2.5, based on what we normally do, because Jen and I were chatting. Oh, the blood's rushing to my head. Sorry, Chef, I'm disturbing you. Jen and I were chatting for ages, and we've only just stopped, and it's now, well, we've been back an hour, and we've still been chatting about maternity leave, sort of like confirming what we think Jen wants, or I say we, what Jen thinks she wants, but what is realistic. And yeah, it's interesting, because ultimately we're deciding how much money we want to forfeit in order to have a kid. It's crazy. You know, I'm excited.
It's not very much.
I'm excited about having a kid, but when I did some rough maths while we were out and figured out how much out of pocket will be by Jen having time off and stuff, and it's weird that a kid who's not even here yet, we're talking about how much it's going to cost us before we take into account any nappies and stuff, just with lost pay. It's crazy. It's my phone.
You're throwing your phone at me?
Yeah. Well, no, I just dropped on there. It's crazy. It's going to cost us money. I might need to go out and get a job.
No.
I might need a job.
You've got a job.
Maybe if you click on our ads. Click on our ads. That might help. If an ad comes up now, click on it.
Oh, well, how awesome would it be if an ad came up right when you said that?
Yeah, every single person, all 3 of you watching this video, an ad came up. Or at least pretend it did for everyone else. And if it did, click on it, because that's just fate. Click on all our ads and watch all our videos. In fact, when we got a baby, you'd probably be watching all our videos, won't you? I thought you were going for a shower.
I am, I'm just making
Not
a
you,
note of...
her. Making note of all the dates and stuff?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And then you're going for a shower?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have a cup of tea.
Ooh, I had a cup of tea today at
And
work.
Shep's going to sleep even more. He really must be knackered. I don't even know if he's breathing. Let's see if he's breathing. Hello, Sheppy. Hello, Sheppy. How you doing? Yep, he's dead. Just ignore his moving eyes. 5. Yeah, come on, 5. Yeah, good boy. I suppose we could always sell the car. I love that car. It's nearly 4 years old, but if we had to sell it, I'd sell it for Pip. I'd even give up having a drone. In fact, I think I'd just convince myself we can't afford a drone.
Definitely not.
Unfortunately. Unless you click on all the ads. Click on all the ads! I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell you to click on the ads. If Google asks, or YouTube asks. I didn't tell you to click on the ads just in case. Jen's just got out of the shower and we sat here talking about saving money and changing tariffs on, what was it? Gas and electricity, yeah. And Pip's kicking, but he's kicking so much you can actually see belly moving quite a bit when he does it. Just a minute ago, right here, I swear I saw a foot.
It was huge.
I know. When was the last time he kicked?
Just after you went downstairs. It's going to be ages now, isn't it? That was a little one.
To
talk more about energy.
Saving money.
Yeah.
Well,
He likes reducing money on gas bills.
yeah. He likes us talking, or he likes saving money, I don't know. Oh, this is annoying. There was like a big one, and it was like, you could see it from across the room. But then just before I came to the camera, this right here, it was huge.
Yeah.
It's almost like someone was inside, well, someone is inside pushing it, but you know what I mean?
I
Oh,
didn't realise how big he is now.
I know. Sorry guys, if he starts doing it again, we'll try and catch it. Because Jen and I have been spending, oh, let me turn these lights on, hang on a second. Because Jen and I have been spending hours tonight talking about finances for this baby, it got me thinking about our expenses each month and see if there's anything that's kind of like we can control, we can minimise, that sort of thing, whether there's sort of like things that we don't really use we can get rid of, like some sort of membership subscriptions, that sort of thing. And I thought I would check probably our biggest bill that we have control over is our gas and electricity. So I went to check to see how much we were paying each month, and we're paying £129 a month. That seemed a little excessive. I'm sure we always used to pay under £100. So I went to check online to see like why, and it turns out we have almost £500. We're in credit almost £500. The way power companies work, energy companies, is they overcharge you when you're not using much electricity, sort of like in the summer, not using much gas in the summer, so that it covers the cost when you use a hell of a lot more in the winter. So you pay a consistent £129, let's say, and rather than £30 one month and then £400 the next month or whatever, so that they kind of average it all out for you, which is good. It means that you can predict what your bill's going to be. But the tariff we're on is ridiculous. So I thought I would go to the price comparison websites and I would try and see if there's a better deal for us. And it looked like £80 to £90 for our usage is kind of reasonable. You've got to remember that I work from home, there's computers on all the time, we have quite a few lights, we have a pretty energy inefficient house. So it's quite a bit, even though it's quite a small house, and it does seem quite a bit. But £80 to £90 seemed to be what we could reduce it to. So I thought, okay, that seems good. And I was about to switch until I thought, hang on, I wonder how much it would be to see if I could maybe change tariff on we're with Scottish Power. See if we could change our tariff on there. I thought they probably won't let you. They're probably going to make you want a call or something. But there isn't. It just tells you you could have a cheaper tariff. It's like if we checked our bills more regularly, we would know there were cheaper tariffs, but we just don't, and I'm assuming they rely on this. So apparently we could change to an £88 a month though. It was very similar to the other tariffs and better the devil you know, and they've got pretty good back-end systems for checking your usage and stuff, which now I know. So I thought I'd change with them, just a couple of clicks. Done! And because we were in credit by so much, it means that our actual, at least for the next year, our actual monthly bill is going to be down to £55 a month. £55 a month. Because A, we're in credit by quite a lot, and B, it's just cheaper. That's a massive saving. Anyway, I'm chuffed. I'm really, really happy. And for the next year, it's pretty important because it's kind of like when Jen's going to be off and stuff. So that saved us nearly £80 a month. £80 a month. Not going out. Anyway, so I kept going through all my other accounts and stuff, and there was nothing really in there. Basically, buying too much random crap, going out for meals seems to play a big part. Takeout, although we've reduced takeout quite a lot recently. There's a lot of like day-to-day things, stuff that you can easily avoid. Yeah, I was quite chuffed that managed to reduce our bills by 80 quid a month. It's a lot. That's almost a drone over an entire year. Jen, I've just saved us the price of a drone.